Have you ever gone through your things and realized, wow, I printed this out and I don't remember when and I don't remember why, but these are pretty cool. What should I do with them? That's where I'm at right now in my simplification of my crafting space. But I decided to make something out of them. So these are two other ones. And this is what I came up with. I think I'm going to make this into like a little booklet. Or I might make it into an invitation to somebody special. Okay. So these two I made with the downloaded digitals, printed downloaded digitals from Tracy Fox, and these encyclopedia pages. And it's all stuff that's just been sitting in a box waiting to be used. So here's two other ones. I'll give you a sense of what I've done, but I'm sure you can figure it out. Now this one, I think she'd meant it to be a file folder, but it's also the roof line. So yeah, what I did was I just cut it in half because they're mirror image, and cut them in half. Here, I'll put these out of the way. And these folded in half. And what I've done is I've just put them on top, and serendipitously, they're of a similar size. And I leave the edges that are kind of unraveled to the outside. I like the look of that. And what I want to be able to do is use them like this. Oops. So I have to attach them somehow. And I've been using just some squares of, these are old sheets that I had ripped up. So it's a nice soft cotton, and they become like hinges in the middle. Now this one wasn't one of those, it was a tea bag thing. But this is, and it's got some on the front and the back. So just a little bit of glue, and I'm using art glitter glue to bring them together. And because I cover them, you have to make sure they're very straight here together. Because I cover them with the digital, I don't worry too much about what glue is showing or not showing. I leave just a tiny bit of room in between so that it'll fold well or fold easily. See, it just goes like this. And we're a little off. I'll fold them. They'll fold nicely. And if I want to make it into a notebook, I can then, because I'll use the areas that have the fabric to sew there. And I think I'm going to do the same here on the inside. And worry about what I'm going to put on the inside. I think in the one that I did before, I actually had torn it in half, so it was a more narrow on the inside. I'm going to try that. How are you doing? how's your time in this next year working for you? Rob is my husband, so we have some physical challenges, unfortunately, this year. So he's been home quite a bit and has some surgery scheduled. Nothing serious, it's more preventative than anything. But it definitely puts a crimp in your usual life routine. So that's going to be the month of January for us is not going to be normal in whatever normal, so-called normal, is. Okay, so we have our hinges. Now let's work on putting the digital on. So in amongst using these, I also use them as glue pages with some, need to find my glue stick, because when I've glued it enough, then I fold them in quarters and make another journaling card or tag or whatever they're going to be. The paper underneath, I'm referring to the encyclopedia pages. And here's one. And I've tried to put them as low as possible. I realize this one is a little taller than the other two that I made. So I'll have to fix that problem, or at least find a solution for it. Are you working with digitals or with actual paper? Leave a comment below and let me know what you're working on. Are you working on a journal or cards, or are you working on ephemera? I want to incorporate some slow stitching, just very simple slow stitching, into my crafting this year. We'll have to solve that problem. Challenge, that opportunity here. Yes, I'm going to smile more this year. That's another part of a simple life. More reasons to smile. So even the mistakes will be another reason to smile. You're very welcome to laugh along with me, to smile at the mistakes. I wonder what we're going to do there. Anyhow, I'll wipe my hands. I have baby wipes here. The glue off my fingers. All right. When you make a mistake, do you scrap it, or do you, what you're working on, or do you just find a way to make it work for you? One thing I really enjoy about junk journaling, this idea of using up things that would normally be thrown away. I enjoy it because of the versatility, it's possible to just change your plan most times along the way. Unlike a very planned and specific craft where if you make a mistake, there's no latitude for plans changing. I think what we do here, junk journaling, is very forgiving. I don't know about you, but I need that. I need the option of being able to make a mistake or have something not go to plan, and that's okay. So if you look here, we've got a little bit of the chimney that is not covered by the encyclopedia page, and I don't know if it'll matter. I guess we'll find out. There we go. Now, where to from here, huh? We have our hinges. Let's make something lovely on the inside before we decorate the outside. I'm going to wonder if I can put this on the inside, whether that would work. It would. It looks like it would. And then you just have two of them, and it would make like a nice... I can't cut the other one down, but I could bring it up. And then put something along the bottom. Let's do that. It looks like this was meant to be a pocket. Yep. Will it go in there, or should I cut it in half also? I think I'm going to cut it in half. And there we go. Mirror the other side. Just showing off the fabric on the inside. Okay, let's do that. My window open. It's not too warm here in North Carolina. It's actually quite cold. Frost on the car windows, etc. in the morning. But where I face is into a field, and there's no real cold breeze coming in the window. So it's so pleasant. I've opened my window, so if you're hearing a fan, that's the heating, cooling unit just outside my window. I guess when I edit this video, I'll find out how loud it is. Everything is new in this space, whether I'm filming or lighting. I'm not used to everything, so it'll be some experimentation. For those of you that also film, you'll find out that we are experimenters at heart. There we go. So I have another thing to use here. And the last one, I'm going to just glue this on. Then I'm going to go looking for something to put on the inside. It won't be any time at all for you, but for me, I'm going to go rummaging through my banker's boxes. At some point, I'm going to be able to do a craft room tour for you. This space that is now my own. And it's not fancy at all. It's just banker's boxes. Uh-oh. On shelves, because that's how I organize. For me, I need a visually simple space, and yet I'm not all that organized. So the compromise, what's worked well for me to this point anyhow, has been banker's boxes. The boxes themselves look organized, so that it's a visually simple look, but it is as messy as I want it to be inside each box. There we go. How's that? Okay. I'm going to go rummaging through my banker's boxes, and I'll be right back. No time at all for you. And we're back. So I came up with a few things that I can do, and I've prepped a little bit because actually it took me longer than a few minutes. It took me a couple of days to come back. But I think I've got a solution. If you remember, I had a little bit of the page stick here, and yeah, so we find a way to cover that up. And on the inside, I want to put some washi, and I'll be making this into a little booklet. So let's put this on first. I'm going to try and make my art glitter glue work for this, because I've been fighting with the Fabri-Tac. It's just a little too slow and gloppy right now. I think I have to find some acetone and dilute it, I guess. I've seen other people do it, so I have to do some research first on what the proper way to do it is. So I've got a little, what are these called? Bulb pin, I guess. And a metal key. A little bit of this sheet that I made the hinges from. And some of the, it's chiffon ribbon. Like this. So I've been making some journal cards out of book pages like this, and you'll see them on my Instagram, and I'll probably do one. And it is a book that was discarded from the library and would have gotten thrown out, so here we go, making use of old book pages, but in each one it has a statement, and I thought, yeah, a good laugh is sunshine in a house, and that would be perfect for this on the cover. Unfortunately, it's just a bit too wide, and for a moment or two I thought, should I truly put it on? And I decided, yes, I will put it on there, because if it's standing up like a booklet, opening up, then it won't matter if it goes out the edges. And what I did was I put a few of the encyclopedia pages on to strengthen, and then I glued the statement on top with a little bit of the chiffon ribbon to give it some integrity, because these book pages as I might have mentioned, are very brittle, I guess. Their integrity is compromised. So let's put some of the art glitter glue on here. Give it a nice thick coating. And put the statement on top. I did the outer edges of the statement with some art glitter glue, with some Distress ink, the vintage photo, just so that it would stand out a little bit. And I was going to build up the statement and had created a piece to go underneath it, but it just didn't work in my site. So here we go. And I did find some washi that I liked for here. So this washi is, I've had it for quite a while and it's not very sticky. Art glitter glue to the rescue once more. I'm just going to use my finger to spread it out evenly. And so we can see a little bit of the of the encyclopedia page behind. And the colors, they coordinate okay. Perhaps it's a little too contemporary for the digital. And I did do some research. It's 2 years ago that Tracy Fox made these. I'll link below to the video she has on her channel, Love Junk Journals, Tracy Fox Creative, where she had put together this digital project. And then I'm going to sew in the signature, and I'll come back and do that. So hang on. And here it is, just a little booklet with some plain paper in there, cut down to fit, 3-hole pamphlet stitch, a little bit of washi here. Yeah, should I put some more washi on the pages or not worry about it? I don't think I'll worry about it. I think I'll leave it the way it is. And that completes what's been sitting in my to-do pile, in my already printed pile. I have 2 things that are complete. So if you have anything around that you printed off and you don't even remember that when you last printed it off, I invite you, work on it, see what you can make out of it. Till we meet again, happy to be sharing 2024 with you. Take care. It's Lori.